Digital dive time now at 5:08. California is now the first state to require women to be on corporate boards. The state's governor, Jerry Brown, signed the law yesterday. It requires at least one female director on each board of California-based corporations by the end of next year. The law also requires that companies have up to 3 women directors by the end of the year 2021, depending on the number of board seats. So, of course, this story got a lot of you talking here on social media. A lot of you for it and a lot of you against it. San Diego mom here says, so proud of my state. So she's one that is on board. This individual says, diversity is good, but the government forcing it upon entities doesn't sound good and is tricky in a bad way. And a lot of women not really feeling it either. Amy says she takes offense to this. I know I can earn my position on a board. No need to give it to me because of laws. She says it's insulting by insinuating women can't get there by their hard work and ethic. Good point there. And Tasha says it's the equivalent of teams in gym class being required to have one girl on the team. I hated being the token girl, but I loved it when I was picked on my abilities. We should want the same in real life. So yeah, let us know what you think about this story by heading over to our KARE 11 Facebook and Twitter pages. But I think Tasha kind of hit the nail on the head with that one. It does kind of remind me of you must have one girl on the team. We should be based on our qualities and abilities.
I mean, I think diversity is fantastic, but I'm not one for a government legislating stuff like that.
Yeah,
I don't like it. It feels like it's being forced, and it's interesting to see the women's opinions on that because I mean that's the ones who it really affects.